Said he wanna be shorty's gonna be a thug. Said he wanna be.
My name is Sharon, and my video covers juvenile delinquency, particularly in gangs. Today in California, law enforcement is cracking down on juvenile delinquency involving gangs. Consequently, prosecuting attorneys are waving these juvenile delinquents into adult courts. I interviewed members of my community, and here's what they had to say. Do you believe delinquent juveniles that are gang affiliated or gang members should get harsh sentences like 35 years?
I would have to say yes and no, because it depends on. I feel like race plays a major role in that question that you just asked me. Because right now we're in Carson, right around the corner there's Inglewood, there's Compton, there's Watts, and there's all these gangs and all these young kids. I feel like yes, the government, the system should do what they have to do to keep them off the streets. But I feel like we should focus on preventative methods first, instead of just like throwing everyone in jail and not giving these young kids, delinquents, a chance to actually work on themselves and improve themselves. I feel like yes, the system, the government has a right to, in order to protect other kids, other people that are doing right, that are not in gangs, to keep these kids, these delinquents out. But really giving them 35 years or more. And it's also, it goes back to race. You'll see there's more African American and Latinos, young men in prisons right now. While they could be in society if we did have good systems installed, they could be in society doing something with their lives, doing something productive, giving back to society. But instead they're in jail 35 years or more doing what? So that's just my take on it.
Delinquent juveniles that are gang affiliated or actual gang members should be tried as an adult?
No.
Why?
Because obviously they're out here being influenced by adults. You're talking about save the children. Well, save the children. Go ahead and put them in counseling or something. Help them out. Stop just trying to throw them in fucking jail. It's not going to help.
I don't believe juveniles and gangs should be tried as adults on two accounts. One account, here the sentence. It says tried as an adult. Usually juveniles are, like most children, they're mentally undeveloped, meaning they're easily manipulated, easily taken advantage of, and can be used as a weapon. You cannot blame a kid just for being a kid. So even though they are criminals in a sense, they can be tried as adults simply because they're in a gang. That all that is a cry for help, and the government should be looking more into that to try to break down on that instead of punishing children in those situations.
What solutions or suggestions do you have for delinquent juveniles that are gang affiliate or are actual members of a gang?
I think there should be more systems where we keep these youngsters into positive activities. I think it should be more education for juveniles about the consequences of being involved with gangs, and I think it should be more like youth programs. Also, better parenting would help too, if we can get more parents or more families to have both the mother and dad. Because as kids, when you don't really have somebody to have a positive influence or somebody that you respect as far as guidance, getting guidance from, you tend to make your own decisions, so you look for your environment. So I don't want to just blame it on the parents too. I want to also say that the environments that do have gangs and stuff in it, I think the people should get more involved. The community should get more involved. Reach out to these people, especially the young ones, because if you don't get them when they're young, then most likely when they get older, then it's going to be too late.